Good morning, South Florida. Here's the latest on Hurricane Dorian. It is a large and powerful system. You can clearly tell that there is an eye well exposed. Here's the eye wall, the ring of destruction, like we like to call it, because that's where you find the most intense winds. And right now, those intense winds are up to 140 miles per hour. It is moving west-northwest at 12, located over 300 miles to the east of the northwestern Bahamas. And there have been some changes with this forecast track, and it has shifted a bit more towards the north. I just don't want you to let your guard down, and don't pay attention to these icons in the middle of the screen. They just tell us how strong the storm may be by the time it makes landfall, and that can happen anywhere between Monday night into Tuesday morning as a potential dangerous Cat 4 system with 130-mile-per-hour winds. Now, any little jog to the south or to the north could imply greater impacts for us here at home. And because of the size of the storm, we're going to feel something here at home. And everyone in this shaded area in red should be closely following the latest updates on Dorian. Our friends in the Bahamas may get a direct hit, and that will happen sometime Sunday into Monday as a Cat 4 system with 145-mile-per-hour winds, and then it slows down a great deal very close to us, too close for comfort. Tropical storm force winds extend 105 miles out from the center. Hurricane force winds extend 30 miles out from the center. And that means that, yes, once it starts to get closer to us, we will be getting some squally weather across the area and those winds picking up. Now, the center is roughly about 25 miles wide, and we could clearly see lots of showers and thunderstorms developing. Spaghetti model runs are suggesting that they're in agreement, at least throughout the next 24 to 48 hours, that it will continue to push to the west. Then a break is going to develop in this area of high pressure, which will cause it to slow down considerably. And then timing that turn to the northwest and north will be a tricky one, because it would imply a direct hit across the state of Florida, or it could ride along the state of Florida up north or just to our east. Either way, we're going to feel something, so we need to watch it carefully. Hurricane warning in effect for the northwestern Bahamas. Andros Island, that's the one that's under a hurricane watch. Advisories are still pending for the state of Florida. So this is why we shouldn't let our guard down. Tropical storm force wind probabilities, well, that's at 100% for our friends in the Bahamas. But as we take this closer to us, it looks like parts of Broward, Miami-Dade, and even the Florida Keys will be seeing anywhere between 50% to even a 90% chance of seeing those winds that could range anywhere between 39 to 73 miles per hour. And then we're also going to be getting some rain. Temperatures right now are in the 80s, 83 in Key West, and into the lower 80s along the East Coast. And we've been getting on and off showers, isolated thunderstorms, a pretty good breeze along the coast, but this is not related to Dorian. We actually have a little wave of rain that's been pushing onshore from the Bahamas. And right now, Broward County looking pretty good, although around Pembroke Pines we're seeing a shower that will be moving through pretty quickly. We have some heavy rain in downtown Miami, West Miami, Tamiami Trail and Flagler Street, into Key Biscayne to Miami Beach, and then around the Florida Keys it's just hit or miss. Big Pine Key right now seeing a moderate rain shower. And your boating forecast calls for a small craft caution. Winds are actually picking up out of the east-southeast, 10 to 15 knots. Seas building 2 to 3 feet. Biscayne Bay, moderate chop, light to a moderate chop in the Florida Keys, and seas inside and beyond the reef right now building up to 2 feet. And as we move on into later in the weekend for Labor Day, we're expecting these seas to continue to pick up. So if you want to do any beach or boating, today's the day to do it, really. Next high tide in Fort Lauderdale, 9:32 in the morning, 10:01 in Miami. And we do have a new moon, so the tides are extra high, and we could see some minor coastal flooding. And for tonight, South Florida, we're going to have temperatures ranging into the 80s, mostly cloudy, some showers possible. Heading into tomorrow, we'll start off pretty dry, but late in the day, we'll start to see showers and thunderstorms developing. Your extended outlook calls for us to continue to monitor Dorian. Our weather will heavily depend on what happens with the track that it takes. We will be seeing some wind and rain across the area Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and possibly Wednesday too. That's your 7 on 7 forecast. We will be right back.